Yo, what up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. GMG. Yeah. Choose Wednesday. Wednesday. May.
Your most hated day.
Yeah, I fucking hate that day. Wednesday, May 7th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler. Tyler, good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing great. Woke up to a lot of green on the board. Rocking the double green myself here this morning. And it's a big day. FOMC, Daddy Powell. Is he going to deliver us some more green to head into this weekend? Let's hope so.
Yeah, imagine I got Jerome Powell on this pod. That'd be crazy. You know? Yeah, Powell. Wow. What's Powell going to do? Let's
I feel like he keeps his cards close to his chest. Like I feel like he's a hard person to get to open up. To like really get the info. I feel like that you want. At least while he's in this position.
Yeah.
Like he's the guy who's going to stick to the script.
I mean, yeah. I don't see any. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about that in a minute. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it is a big day. I mean, there's a reg day as well. We got Ovi coming on the show. We just opened Myriad Market. If you guys want to be the first ones to the Myriad Market, quick alpha. We just opened a Myriad Market for reg drinks. It's a points market, but how long will reg drinks abstract Apple launch take to sell out globally? It's in the FOMO chat. I'm sure I'll bring it up. It literally just went live 2 seconds ago. So I was just sharing it with Ovi. I figured we'll see, make it fun for the community. So we got a big day. I don't know where Mando is. Mando, that was his final out yesterday. He bullied you and then he left. So he was like, I'm out. That's my final saying. It is what it is though. It is. I did end up top yapper on the day. That's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. I got it.
Spot.
I gotta talk to you about this yapping shit because I got all these yaps, but I never get any of the airdrops. And I have like probably one of the people with the most smart followers in the entire app. And you gotta teach me how to make money like that. This thought it was like $70 million given away. I haven't received $1 of it. Actually, I did $15K for the airdrop, and then I got Jesse Polak on my ass. Maybe that's why.
That was a very misleading post, but we can get into it.
Okay, yeah.
It was up 60% today.
I saw that. Yeah, definitely want to talk to you about this because I got 4,211 yaps. That was number 1 yesterday on the board. Still like 17. So I'm curious. Anyways, we'll talk about all that stuff. We'll talk about Rect. We'll talk about the market. We'll talk about FOMC. We'll talk about everything Tyler's got to talk to us about. I'm sure there's quite a bit. But market's pumping. 97K. You absolutely love to see that. We'll get Ovi on the show. So we got a bunch of stuff. We'll do a Yeet giveaway. So lucky person is going to come on the show today and make some money for sure. That's for sure. We pick a different winner every day. Yeet.com. Sign up using FOMO HOUR code. We've already given away about $16-something thousand since we started. So you'll have to see that. And then last but not least, this show is powered by Wallet Connect. Where's my ad read? There it is. Wallet Connect. What's Wallet Connect? I should know it by heart by now. Wallet Connect is a connectivity network shaping the future of on-chain UX. If you've connected to a Web3 app, you've seen Wallet Connect. That blue logo, it's everywhere. Sorry, I'm getting these like Walter Bloomberg notice. If you've connected to Web3 app, you've seen Wallet Connect. That blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto is as recognizable as Visa at checkout. They are cooking. Want to learn more? Follow Wallet Connect on X and Telegram to stay ahead of what's next. Tyler, I'm going straight to you. Because Mando is missing. I want to see some Mando tags. He's probably busy, but I love doing that to him. Just like tag him. Like, just like, yo, where is Mando? Where is Mando? All right, Tyler, you tell me what's next.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler T on FOMO HOUR cause the kids can't miss.
Ready to bash some bears. Yeah, folks, it's a green morning. Crypto majors up about 3 to 4% here this morning after news came out last night from Scott Bessent that the U.S. and China will initiate trade deal conversations this weekend in Switzerland. I think we saw Bitcoin run 94K to 97K immediately on the back of that news within about an hour and a half last night. So the markets clearly liked it. Stocks are up today. I think they're up about 0.5%, but we have FOMC later this afternoon. So I think there's a lot of eyes on Powell. The odds of a rate cut today are 1%. So virtually no shot at a rate cut today, but Powell could still provide his commentary. And based on how hawkish or dovish he is, we'll likely see markets react to that. Back to the crypto board, Bitcoin dominance at 65%,
Jeez.
a level not seen since January 2021. So we're making new highs in Bitcoin dominance. We were talking about this live on the show yesterday, but that scheduled joint House hearing on crypto policy was derailed yesterday as Democrats walked out in protest of Trump's involvement in digital assets. New Hampshire, folks, live free or die. They did it. The first state to pass a Bitcoin reserve bill into law. It authorizes their treasurer to use up to 5% of state funds to buy any digital asset over 500 billion in market cap. Guess what? There's only one. It's Bitcoin. But ETH maxis, if you can pull off a 2.5x, maybe you qualify to be in New Hampshire's digital asset reserve as well. Speaking of Ethereum, that Pectra upgrade is live today. It allows walls to function like smart contracts. It increases validator staking size and more. Some interesting news on the tokenization front. Citibank and Swiss firm SDX revealed plans to tokenize the pre-IPO market for institutional investors. So bringing this segment of private equity on by Q3. So that's coming soon. Coinbase expanded its sponsorships to esports. They partnered with Riot Games to be the official crypto exchange of League of Legends and Valorant. Janover, now DeFi development, they keep adding that Solana. They added another $11 million and sold their treasury yesterday. They now hold over $58 million. And then the CFTC moved to drop its appeal against Kalshi in a sign that Kalshi's legal problems are coming to an end.
Let's go.
In token airdrop and protocol news, kind of a lot of action here. Doodles announced their Dude token is coming Friday, May 9th, and it's going to be opening on Binance. So that's going to be a big one for Doodles. SNS, behind the .sol domains and names, they announced their SNS token airdrop. 40% to supporters, including a 20% airdrop to existing .sol holders. So go check your allo. If you've got a .sol name, Trump's World Liberty Fi opened up a poll for anyone who holds WLFI tokens. If they want a free USD1 airdrop, that's their stable coin. So go check that out. Tari Lab, we had them on the show a couple of weeks ago. They officially launched their Tari blockchain mainnet on Tuesday. Myriad crossed $2 million in lifetime volume. They also shared some points tied to that share to earn program. So continue to share your bets if you're making them on Myriad. And then RecTanks, big day.
Big day.
Hey, those RecTanks abstract app will go live 1 p.m. Eastern. There's already markets up on how fast they're going to sell out globally. My bet is they're going to sell out pretty fast, at least if Europe can show up.
Listen, last time America cooked Europe, so let's see how Europe shows up today. Mando, GM, we got Mando, we got OSF, we got both the lads here. Mando, Ovi, what's up? Good morning, y'all.
I'm doing great. OSF's got something to shill when he's on FOMO HOUR. He's back.
Can he even hear us?
Sorry, my internet was pretty bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. How you doing?
You're in the office.
Yeah. I'm in the office. I'm at Rect
You're in
HQ.
London?
I'm in London, yeah.
Rect HQ. Yeah, definitely.
We have a little office that we basically never use. So
nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And a banana.
I'm quite hungry.
The office. I could use a banana right now. See, they're good. All right, so we got a lot to talk about today. Tyler just went over everything quickly. Mando, market. I mean, we can keep it short. I mean, Bitcoin, everything's pumping. Dominance is the highest it's been since January 2021, which is, we know what happened after that though. I saw your post this morning, Tyler. I was like, we know what happened after January 2021. It was quite madness on the NFT front, etc. And Mando, FOMC today. How are you feeling?
FOMC should be fairly dull, I think. Like, that's what I expect it to be. I mean, it's always a little bit volatile, but there's a very low chance he changes rates. I think it will really just be about his commentary about inflation and potentially tariffs. Some of the forward-looking indicators are indicating we could get some inflation, so he may be a little bit hawkish. I would say base case he's a little bit hawkish.
You love a dull FOMC, don't you?
There are some big ones. This one feels as though it's really just going to be about the presser. The presser.
Like, what is he
Yeah.
gonna say, right? Like, Tyler, it seems like you have some thoughts here.
That's kind of how I feel. But then, like, I'm looking at the CME rate probabilities, and there's a 30% cut for next month in June, which is throwing me off because, like, what do we expect to have changed in the next 40 days? Like, I feel like the impact from tariffs won't have come through really yet. So I guess that's what I'm trying to grapple with. So, like, are they betting that we'll get some dovish commentary alluding to rate cuts happening as soon as next month?
We're not going to get rate cut next month. That's my gut. No.
What's
Not
the
after
market
this.
saying? What are the markets saying about these rate cuts? When are we getting them? Let's see.
I think stuff's got to get worse towards the end of the year, and then they start like coming thick and fast.
So let's see what Tyler just sent us. Hold on. What did you just send us? What is this Fed watch?
I've just been looking at the CME odds. So that's May. If you toggle to June.
June, where is that? Where do I go here? June? Yeah, here.
So it jumps to 30%. Then end of year, if you go to December
here,
37% odds of 3 cuts, 30% odds of 4 cuts. That's that's a lot to churn through.
Yeah. So look at this. Apparently, Zoran Cole thinks is going to be dovish and a pump. So I'm seeing it in the comments. The streets are talking. The streets are talking. It's the biggest FOMC ever, right? Ovi, is that what I'm
biggest FOMC of your careers? Yeah,
biggest FOMC of our careers. That was the thing back then. That was funny. Wait, we didn't have an FOMC in 2 months, right, guys? If I'm not mistaken. So I guess we'll see where we're at. But crypto looks really fucking good here. I'm not gonna lie. So we don't have to go over it too much. Bitcoin's at 97.2, which looks honestly phenomenal. Solana's 147. ETH 80.30, 1830. There was an upgrade. Isn't there an upgrade being pushed to Ethereum as we speak?
It's live.
It's pretty important, Pectra, right?
Yeah, I've got the cheat sheet. So it allows normal walls to function like smart contracts. Validator staking max goes from 32 ETH to 2048. Trying to see what else here.
Smart accounts.
Swaps. Yeah. Oh, it enables protocols and apps to pay gas fees on behalf of users. That's a big one.
Okay.
Some more optimizations. So it feels like this one's got the least hype that I can remember since of all these upgrades that have gone through over the last 2 to 3 years. It feels like this one's gotten the least hype.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what that does to price action of Ethereum, but it looks like it's actually it went live. Okay, it was a 10 a.m. UTC. So it went live earlier this morning for us, like 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see what happens on that front. But man, ETH is so hated. It's actually insane when you look at the comments.
I hate ETH because I'm angry about owning ETH.
So this is how you feel it. Like this meme seems like it's pretty.
No. That's not how I feel. I'm much angrier. That meme is a bit like. It means a bit nonchalant. It's very angry.
Yeah.
I basically don't own that much ETH, but I have a lot of exposure to ETH through various things. So kind of like structurally long ETH and
yeah.
It's just annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I hate ETH price, not ETH itself. I feel like that's how everybody feels. I saw this comment go live right now. So
no, I hate ETH itself.
Oh, you hate ETH itself.
Yeah.
So how are you navigating the fact that Rect is on ETH? You guys are outperforming Ethereum.
We're on base too.
We're also on base, yeah. I wouldn't have changed that. Like when did we launch Rect? In November last year. So
yeah,
ETH had already kind of like done its thing. I think there's a lot of competition on Sol. I would stay on ETH for sure, but maybe one day I won't hate it anymore. Maybe that's the.
What do you guys think? Right? What do you guys think? Where do you guys think ETH tops at this second leg? If there's let's say there's a second leg, Bitcoin goes to 150. Solana's back at the highs.
1.9.
But actually, like,
1.4.
because I was talking to a friend, like I was talking to Jules from Oros about this in Dubai. He was asking like my thoughts on Ethereum. Like, what do you guys expect when you buy ETH now? Do you guys expect it to go to 4,000, which is not even all time high?
Nah. 4K. No.
Like, actually, you think ETH goes back to 4K this cycle?
Yeah, when Bitcoin is like $1 million, then maybe ETH is at 4K.
Wow, okay, someone's had it with ETH. Man, what do you think? Like, genuinely, what do you think
I-
ETH goes to?
I've said this with Ovi for multiple weeks. I'm done with the conversation about when.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay.
He's completely done with it. Like,
Wow. Okay, completely done with it. I don't
think Bitcoin's price has anything to do with Ethereum's price at this stage.
Hmm.
Then
Fair.
probably negatively correlated.
probably because
So-
we've seen the ETH BTC chart. I mean, that speaks for itself. Tyler, what do you think?
I'm the one who's forced to put a guess on. So if it goes to 150K, ETH probably 3,000.
But see, even that is so bearish. Like, you know what I mean?
I'd
Like,
take
'cause,
that. That's almost
I'll
almost a
take that.
doubling in ETH price.
That's 50 to 1, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
if ETH is at 3K, I mean, you know, stuff like Rect and stuff is flying, so I'm not
It's
against it.
52 to 1 right now. Like if they
Fuck.
can't hold 50 to 1, it's like what's
That's okay. I guess ETH is not the question. It's like it's ETH BTC, right? That's 0.018.
ETH BTC is the question. Yeah. Do you think we'll ever see this period in time when ETH starts rallying, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, now's the time for ETH," and it will be
The
it will
time
be
for
someone
real.
like it will be someone like Bankless, one of the Bankless guys will be like, we've experienced this. This is our time. Like we've waited for this. Now's our moment. And then it just like drops back lower again and just doesn't move again.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Like-
that does. Tyler makes a good point. Like 153K makes sense. Checker here in the comments saying too much hate on ETH will be the most hated rally to 10K. But that's the thing. Like the most hated rally thing is like so funny to me.
10K,
Anyways, it's not even worth the conversation. Mando's already like, what the fuck we talk about? He's like, we've had this conversation either us three with Tyler or back then when Obi was still on so many times. I remember we kept trying to long ETH at the beginning of the cycle. Remember, guys, we kept trying to long Ethereum whenever Bitcoin was pumping, and we kept losing money. It was so funny. Or like we were flat for like 3 weeks straight.
It's too much. It's painful.
That
It's
was
just too-
funny. That was a funny period. That was Q4 2023. God, that was such a funny part of the cycle. Into the new XRP. I don't know, y'all. Anyways, what else, Tyler? What else you got for us? What else you got for us today? Maybe there's something else to talk about.
So I'm in New Hampshire. Historic news in the U.S.
Huge.
First Bitcoin reserve. So it actually, when you look into legislation, it's more than that. So this bill enables them to put 5% of public funds into digital assets with a market cap over 500 billion. Right now, that's only Bitcoin that qualifies. They're also allowed to invest in gold and silver. So it doesn't necessarily mean that all 5% are going into Bitcoin, although that's kind of how we interpreted this. And of course, how we want this to go. It also outlines how they need to be custodying the funds in state-controlled multi-sig wallets, qualified custodians, and such. So this was a surprise.
Wow.
This broke live during Underexposed yesterday. This came after Arizona's governor just vetoed their bill over the weekend, and Florida just withdrew theirs. So it really looked like we only had a couple of shots left at this. And I don't think many were betting on New Hampshire to be the one kind of setting the stage, but they did. And now the question is, who else is going to follow them? So that was some fun news. I
That's
thought
big.
the Citi tokenizing private equity was a very interesting headline. It's one that's not like a tradable headline, so to speak, but it's one that talks about how more funds are going to come on chain and what the big players are going to do. So they're working with this Swiss company SDX. They're going to tokenize the pre-IPO market for institutional investors. So that's going to come on chain. You will effectively, as I understand, you'll be able to a secondary market for companies who aren't public yet. So it's additional liquidity for those who have invested. You can perhaps take some of your shares off the table, and then it also provides opportunities for players who aren't in to get in the door. it's institutions only right now. I think this gets more interesting when it opens up to retail, but kind of a big first step type move.
Love that. Love that. This is actually a big deal. Like this whole like tokenization of stocks, like buying pre-IPO stocks, all this stuff seems to be a big trend this year. Seems to be like where we're going. And makes it so much more accessible for like just regular people to trade stocks. What up, Mia? So love to see that. And that's where we're going. Look at that. Yeah, you can tell the Rect office is a party today, huh? Love that. Love that. We got the
said hi.
markets. The market's live, by the way. We just posted it. We just put out tag Sims. I know you put it live, so we put a market. We're gonna talk about this in a minute. Damn, I'm getting so bowled up right now. Like everybody's tweeting these bullish charts on Bitcoin and stuff on my timeline. Fuck.
Looks good.
No, it looks so good. Where do you guys think Bitcoin's going right now, guys? Like this is looking so sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
It's going to go to 98K here.
Oh, thanks. He'll be such a troll. I swear to God.
You guys are glad you have me back on the show.
Thanks for coming, Obi.
You're some great input so far.
Great input, man. ETH is going to 1900. Bitcoin's going to 1990.
CBDC. Stocks are up. Up 0.5% today.
That was a classic.
Just blags it for like fucking 10 minutes.
Oh my God, that was a classic. I mean, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna kiss like highs here? Like, where do you guys think we're going here? Like, I kind of like it here.
Be really wary of this pre-FOMC. You always get the Darth Maul wick on FOMC.
Yes.
Down, then it goes up, and then decides where it wants to go. So I would not be focused here. It's basically what I'm saying ahead of the FOMC, because there will be a moment where it just goes down.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's a low.
Oh yeah. Don't lever trade FOMC. Those are wild. I watched Wizard stream during FOMC because it's so fucking funny, because he'll go like long or short, and then it's just like always the most craziest 1 minute candles. It just goes based on the words he says, right? Jerome Powell. So it's always insane. Anyways, Tyler, what else you got?
Well, just back on the macro thing, I think what's the other big piece of news was that China and the US are going to have their first trade talks this weekend in Switzerland, which is what drove futures up last night. It coincided at a minimum with Bitcoin's 3% rally, 4% rally. I kind of think my gut is that's going to be a sell the news event. Like I don't. It's great that they're starting the conversation, but I feel like nothing's going to happen this weekend. So they have a quick meeting this weekend in Switzerland, and then we get nothing out of it, or we just kind of sell off on Monday. I guess. I think from an equity stocks perspective, that's kind of what my current view is, kind of base case on that. But I don't know what it means for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has outperformed stocks in this move. The stocks are up 1%, Bitcoin's up 3%, 3.5%. So I think that's a wild card. But curious if you guys have a read on how big of a deal that headline was.
And fucking pump Bitcoin 3K. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't think it's like a huge. I think it's legit. Like I feel like it's not necessarily a sell the news thing. It feels like to me like the news flow that's coming all seems to be painting a story of global liquidity increasing, and that's certainly something that will help. And that's obviously being pushed around in the charts as well. So the way that I'm viewing it is, with all the headlines, including this one, you just need like one kind of semi-headline which just says like US and China agreed like temporary resolution or something like that, just some sort of like temporary thing which keeps stuff ticking along for longer. Then I think things will like really gig ascend. So that's my view. Everything to me feels like headlines plus price action feels like it's coiling for like this big move higher, not just in crypto but in risk assets across the board. And I think you had the period where everyone sold risk and got caught wrong-sided. People have bought back into it, and people maybe are still underexposed. But you just have this we're just that one like mini headline away from everything just taking off, I think. And like this China headline and other charts and everything we're seeing, they're all corroborating that viewpoint. I think they're all painting the same picture. That would tie in pretty well with like the increase in global money supply as well, I think.
Wasn't there? Where's that? There was a good. Where's that market at? Remember, Tyler? We shared that. Oh, will Trump lower tariffs on China by? Let's talk about that one. So now May 31st at 60%. Damn, that's a lot. And July 31st is at 87%. Mando, I saw you had some thoughts on that on timeline back then, saying that you don't see how, this resolves anytime soon. It will take a while. I think you was talking about it on the show. Do you you still think that?
I do, yeah. I do. I think I don't. So that is, will Trump look? Okay, that's very different.
Yeah, no, there's another one. There you go. Trade deal. So the chance of a trade deal before June.
I would agree it's decent odds for that.
Yeah.
I think there is a very good chance that Trump during negotiations says, "Hey, we're going to cut tariff during negotiations," right? As a sign of goodwill. That would be an obvious move, and that with some other people as well. But yeah, the real question here is, does he is there a trade deal to happen? I think it'll take ages. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ages. That's just my
I think the main point I think here is like what actually constitutes a deal.
Yeah.
And I think some things might happen which maybe aren't necessarily a deal, but the media goes crazy reporting it, people go crazy buying risk. You know what I mean? So it's like, what does a deal actually mean? Like what's the term of that deal for it to be just quite justified as a deal? Like what are the things that have to have happened in it to be justified as a deal? And honestly, I think you're going to see something where it says like some headline which says like China USA deal done, which isn't actually a real deal beneath the surface. And I think we like really rally on that. And that's probably, in my opinion, a good time to take off some risk. Because I think 2018 and 2019 was anything to learn from. This was just an ongoing saga that never really ended. And I think that could be the case this time as well. I think we're going to have a lot of back and forth for probably years on this. I think it's not just going to be done and then we move on. So I just feel like there's one more big positive headline, which even if it's not a real positive one, happens. And then that's the move I think you want to take some risk off into. That's kind of like my game plan.
Wait, I like this market. I didn't know we had that. US-China trade deal by the end of President Xi's birthday. When is Xi's birthday? June 15th. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, so you think he's going to treat himself to a trade deal for his birthday, guys? June 15th. Yeah. That's a funny-ass market.
That's
Who made
key
that
date
one?
to watch.
That's fucking funny, man. Like, trade deal by the June 15th. So, so for his birthday, he just treats himself to a little trade deal that longs the market in China. I don't know, man. CZ thinks that Trump's doing the right thing and that, China just doesn't like being manhandled in public, in the court of public opinion, but that overall, like, that there's going to be a deal made. I
mean, I think so. Bessent kind of came out and clarified, like, hey, we don't need tariffs on everything. We want to keep China as a trade partner. Like, they can keep textiles. We need to boost onshore manufacturing for steel. For a few other sectors, I don't have them all off the top of my head.
Yeah.
It makes sense and is aligned with kind of a more America first, reduce reliance on China. But until we get there, it feels like it's a pretty rocky road still. So it was kind of what everyone said.
Yeah. All right. We'll see where this China USA talk goes. But I think you and I talked about this before. It's like bad news kind of do whatever, get brushed off, and now good news just propel the market. And last night was a good example of that, where it's like, we got a little bit of whatever news and the market was shaky for like an hour. And then you got one good news, which was, they're talking in Switzerland and Bitcoin went from 94K to 97K. This is a massive candle, right? So I guess the market's kind of over all the shenanigans in that sense. All right. What else you got, Tyler?
Doodles token.
Oh, yeah. Yo, Ovi definitely is max bidding that one. So
it's coming Friday. They open up a link for anyone who holds the NFTs. You can now pre-register to make sure you get your allo via airdrop. They're also going to work with some partner communities. I think that's kind of the hot new thing to do for these NFT airdrops as you look to kind of expand the community. So it's going to the top 50 BonkBot traders, top 2,500 wallets in Bonk's rewards program, Drip House, Solana Mobile. So if you ordered that Chapter 2 Solana phone, you're going to be eligible. Top 2,500 people on Vector, Helios, Eliza OS. So there's a couple different, there's a laundry list of areas. So it's worth checking out. You'll get a few tokens. It's going to be on Solana. So they're kind of following in the Pingu steps with that launch. 30% is going to the Doodles community, 25% eco funds, 13% to this new blood group. It's going to be an interesting one. Like, where do we think this is going to trade? I think
I don't know.
Pingu opened up 5 billion FTV. Anime.
So they've got Bybit already lined up, Binance, OKX.
So I'd say like 300.
300 FTV.
300
Or
million FTV is probably my open.
That's my guess too, I think.
Which would be a nice
It's hard to
little-
judge, really, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
Somewhere in between 0 and Pengu, which is 300 million.
You think this is going at 300 million?
I don't agree with that, actually. I'll
You
take
think
the
too high?
I'll take the under here.
I don't know, but that just feels high. Like,
I mean,
what is
sure, open. The question should be,
FTV though, right?
The question should be, where does it stabilize? Not open, right?
Do you think it comes out at 6 times wrecked? I don't know, but that just seems
I hope it.
high.
I hope it does.
Go pull up the.
I mean,
anime
actually, that's actually fucking bullish for Rect if it does. But
That's why I said I hope
Go
it
pull the
does.
anime
Yeah.
chart right
what's up? What's up, Tyler? What are you saying?
now. So I'm just basing this on historical NFT token performance.
Okay.
I mean, Anime Coin right now is 180 million FTV. It opened over 1 billion.
When did that come? Anime Coin?
It looks like that came in late January. So that was peak. That was like
Peak,
peak froth. Pingu was what, like 3 to 5 billion? No.
Yeah, it opened
First.
3 something. Yeah.
The thing is, I just don't know if there's that amazing a link between floor price of the NFT and the coin. That's basically what I'm maybe questioning here. Is like, what is the Doodles coin?
Yeah.
What is Anime Coin? Like, what does it even do?
Dude.
Bro. Dude.
Like, I think Doodles, the actual NFT collection is worth way more than the coin. And I don't know if it's
I
just
agree
like,
with that.
come here because that's where the NFT trades. I don't. That is just my gut. Maybe opening markets are very, very difficult, but a carrying value of $300 million for the Dude token, I don't know if I've seen enough out there to
It
be
feels like
oh,
it could.
amazing flywheel where everyone's gonna do well on. It just feels like they've just done a coin because they've done a coin, right?
Feels like for it to settle flat to Azuki maybe is the right answer.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
Azuki's also like an L3 coin, like on Arbitrum. This is on Solana.
I mean, Azuki's 180 million FTV, so that's not even that far off. So you're saying it's going to pull back 30, 40% after launching?
Right.
I think that's
Like,
right.
who on Solana is going to hold their Dude?
Is it a Sol coin?
It's a Sol coin, yes.
Yeah.
Like, that's why
Solana has
I don't even
Solana
think-
has the strongest holders, I think, right? As a as a network. Strongest holders.
I heard a take. I saw a take on the timeline that if Farokh coin was on ETH, it would already have hit $20 billion, and it stops me in my tracks. It made me think. Like the
True
ETH coin,
that.
Maybe not 20 billion, but Pepe levels for sure, yeah.
I mean, 20 is a stretch, but like you get the point. Like, would it be higher on Ethereum?
I don't know. I
Maybe they should create a bridge your Farokh coin to ETH. I think could be good, right?
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna make a prediction, but the thing is, like,
do we know when is it launching today, or do we know when it launches?
It's Friday.
Today, right?
Friday.
Friday.
Okay.
And Binance is lined up, so they've got.
Well, they've got Binance, Bybit, and OKX lined up, so they've got.
It's good, actually, yeah. But Binance launches are a one-day thing, and then they all die.
Well, it's Binance Alpha and Binance Futures lined up.
Oh, not Binance Spot.
No.
Oh, it's just on futures. We all know why.
You need somewhere to be able to short the coin, right? To monetize, otherwise.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just
Who runs it now?
when you,
Who runs Doodles?
so when you look at it's so funny. Like, you look at this tweet, and on the right side, what's trending is Diddy and disaster. I don't know.
not the best backdrop.
I don't know why is that. Like, what the
Or
hell?
Toast, right? The artist took it back over.
So it's not
Yeah.
poopy.
But I think it is, right? It's burnt toast.
No,
and Poopy, I
Poopy's
think.
been out. He already launched another project
Oh,
that went
really?
to zero recently. Remember, they raised like whatever, how much
If
each.
poopy's on the offer, then I think it's going lower.
I don't know, man. I'm not really bullish on that. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see where it opens and we'll see where it goes. But I think 100 mil. That's what I'll settle.
They have a good
Just 'cause it's
community.
got-
You know, they have a lot.
100
They have a
mil
lot
would
of
be
very.
great. What I'm basically saying, 100 mil would be like, that's
Yeah.
for a coin that does nothing.
100 mil is amazing.
It's hard to
Yeah.
launch a $100 million coin. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be $100 million. That's what's gonna settle. Because it's not as strong as Suzuki, right?
NFT people in general have a very, very incredible track record of overestimating how much coins related to their NFT are gonna be worth.
Yes, we
whenever
do.
NFT people get involved in stuff, it's like this is gonna come at like some crazy, like also with the L2s with Blast as well. But it happens with all these coins as well, and it lasts for like 12 hours, and then we move on.
Yeah. Speaking of Blast, I think Pac-Man hasn't tweeted in like weeks. So
really?
whatever's going on there. Yeah, I saw a tweet about that yesterday.
Can we talk about the Zero Bro thing? Did we?
Yeah,
talk
we didn't
about
talk about it yesterday, but now that it's settled, should we go there?
what the fuck? Like what
Fucked up, right?
the actual fuck? And then apparently Bubble Map says he sold like 100 grand worth of Zero Bro.
Yes. Did you see this look on chain thread?
No, I didn't.
So for-
I just,
Okay, so I like this is crazy. Like I made a tweet yesterday saying like, "Yo, this is like really sad and shit." And then a lot of people started pinging me like, "Yo, I'm not sure it's real." And like, I reached out to one of the Decrypt writers and I was like, "Have you guys been like looking into this?" Like, "Yeah, we can't confirm or deny yet, so we haven't written about it." I was like, "Oh shit!" And then like they like called the San Francisco obituary and everything. Like Ryan started like calling, and they just couldn't confirm or deny either. So Jeffy, it appears that he faked his death.
It's not.
And it appears that the video. No, he did fake it. Sorry, it's not appears. You're right, Tyler.
Published a statement. Yeah.
So Jeffy faked his death, and so he wrote his own obituary and paid for the San Francisco Chronicles to post it. Because I got someone who messaged me yesterday. I'm not gonna name names, saying like, "Yo, like," I started a tweet and it's like, "Yo, like that obituary looks more like a love letter to himself." So I started like reading, and I was like, "Fuck!" And so it appears that the token called LL Jeffy was launched. He published an article about Liga coins on Mirror. And he was selling, what is it guys doing? He was selling Zero Bro to buy LL Jeffy?
So he launched a new coin, this Lega coin. It's like it's his legacy coin. Like he's like kind of coming up with a new meta, so to speak. The token launches, and then he publishes a statement about a few days later, which he says it was like scheduled prior to his death. And then people start looking on chain. It looks like he was trading after he published the video. So he was live on a Pump Fund stream, launching the coin. And it ends with him killing himself. But that was
That's
couldn't
fucked up.
see exactly what happened. Very, very messy, dark situation.
Isn't it a crime? To fake your death?
I actually don't know. It depends if he actually profited from it from like,
I mean, it looks like he did.
well, selling a crypto coin. I don't know if like that would be enough. You know, if he like claimed benefits or he claimed insurance fraud, like that, those are crimes. I don't know if something.
So there was this letter, right? Like this email. I don't. How do you prove that this email is real, though? I know Daniel says that.
That's what I don't know. I that's why I just put allegedly even in Mando minutes here. I was like, it's just so fucked up. Like
It's
also
fucked up.
But then also selling coins that's the thing that really got to me. So like
This is it. Yeah.
Gold.
It's here. So from the on-chain data, LL Jeffy's dev wallet continued to buy LL Jeffy and burn it after Jeffy used suicide. A wallet likely linked to Jeffy Yu, the founder of Zero Bro, also sold 35.55 million Zero Bro for 8,572 SOL 10 hours ago.
What? Like
have we hit new lows, guys? Like this is this the lowest
like
thing?
Guy, like he came on, he seemed like he was like a bit.
He came on the show.
Like what was that? Like a month ago? He came on the show.
No, way back. Well, further.
a couple months. It was definitely after.
It was at the lows. Yeah, it was at the low. You're right. It was a couple 3 months ago. At least 2. Let's say 2 to 4 months ago. Yeah. Guys, this is fucked up.
Yeah. It's what do you think of the takeaways? Are the takeaways that like it's just a him thing, or do you think it's just like this space is fucked up, or is the takeaway that people were willing to like trade the coin afterwards, regardless? Like, I mean, I had a conversation with someone the other day, and like in real life, just like it's just sometimes you just need to take like 5 minutes away from the space because it's just like it's society in a mirror if there are no rules at times. You know, it's just like whatever the fuck anyone wants to do. Like people actually, if Jeffy came back now and launched a coin, people might buy it. Do you know how fucked up that whole system is? It's like people are just looking for new things to trade. Like it's just a weird.
Well, I don't know. What are your takeaways? What's your takeaway, Tyler?
I think you raise a good point. Like holds the mirror up to society. Like you watch the news every day. There's a lot of bad shit that happens on the news. You can choose to focus on that and say, "Oh, the world's going to shit." The analogy here is, "Oh, crypto's going to shit," or you could choose to focus on the more positive things. So, like, yeah, bad things happen here. It's open to anyone in the world. It runs 24/7, and there's more tools that are providing more access to anyone. It's become easier than ever to potentially profit on very bad activity. I think if you were trading these tokens, I mean, I think I don't want to be the morality police, but I think there's some kind of
you can't in this space. There's no way.
No, you can't. There's always gonna be like the trading part. I don't really care. Like people are gonna trade whatever they want. You can't tell people what to trade, what not to trade.
I think there is such a thing as karma. So I'll just say for my personal rules, I like to stay away from.
I think everyone has their own personal rules. That's
yeah, exactly. I think we can't play morality police on a show like this. But we can tell that we can say I think that we can agree on what Jeffy did is fucked up. Because there's people out there that actually have problems that actually like kill themselves, and then there's people like fake it. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's
fucked up. Yeah. In or out of the space. Yeah, what's going on, man? This space is fucked, dude. Honestly, like the whole trenches thing is really fucked up. Like whatever's happened in trenches, I don't know, but this is insane. Anyways,
this is quiet. It's because it's quiet. It's because it's just the people that have been here the whole time. They're the only ones left. I said that the other day. Like, not one single new wallet has bought Housecoin. I'm telling you, not one single new person has come in and said, "Hey, I want to buy Powell." That's just us trading around whatever we had. And then
it's Tyler and his 17 wallets. Those are the 16 new participants.
What have you been in over the last 24 hours, Tyler?
Tyler.
It's already in there.
I bought this Stickman token.
Yeah, what's this?
What's the Stickman token?
It is what it says it is. It's just a meme of this guy who's just a stick. Nice. And for whatever reason, people ran with it. Jing Tao started tweeting this thing, and it went from 500K to 6 million yesterday. So
damn,
you can still hit some of these, but
bro, cook.
I don't think the trenches are on fire by any means. But
what's this vamp stuff? I saw on my timeline.
Everyone's freaking out that every good coin gets vampire attacked now. And that's been happening since this entire cycle, right? I don't know that that's anything new, but people are like really freaking out. I think because it happened to Troll, it happened to your mom. Your mom is the latest Gork token that ran.
What did you say about my mom?
I had that as one of
your mom. It ran to 10 million.
Anyways,
so yeah, that's the state of the trenches. Moog's coming back. That's a little bigger than the trenches.
Yeah.
Tyler, can I ask, did you buy your mom?
I did not. No, it was too high. I don't like when it's already at 3 to 5 million. I don't really like to chase a lot of these because I don't think the upside's there.
Yeah. You are the biggest degenerate on this show.
I never trade like the Grok stuff. Like Elon interacts with too many things. If your whole goal is like, oh, Elon might interact with us, I think that's a pretty shaky thesis.
What's the Moog stuff?
Sell off.
The Moog stuff is interesting. They got Gary Tan changed PFP to the Moog Act thing, and that Jeff Bezos guy.
Yeah,
that's
but what's the Moog Act stuff?
Mm.
They're accelerating. I don't know. We talked
Is
about
that-
it yesterday on the show,
Right,
but I
okay.
don't know where it stems out of, honestly. Look, Gary Tan is literally retweeting posts from Xi. Like, this is actually wild, though, to me, right? Like, we've been in this mock thing for a minute, right? Like, Ovi, like, have you seen what's going on here?
I haven't
Like,
really been following actually.
it's pretty wild. Like, they've started this whole thing out, and now, like, you have the biggest, like, I mean, it's the CEO of the biggest accelerator in the world, right? Is like talking about Moog now, which I find like pretty wild. Yeah, I'm a fan of Gary for a long time. I saw this like, what the hell's going on here? Look, this is crazy, right?
It's certainly weird that it's suddenly gone Silicon Valley. Like, what is that? I think because Elon changed his PFP, right? I think that's probably what started it.
Yeah.
And now everyone's like, oh, this is the thing. But yeah.
Mm.
Will Moog finally flip SPX, sorry. Where's that?
Where's SPX at? Let's look at the Murad index.
Oh yeah, I don't even look at this index anymore.
460. Oh wow, SPX is still $460 million.
Popcat strongly above
$400
Moog.
million?
Wow.
Popcat's 400 mil.
Wow.
All-time highs May.
All-time highs in May. Actually, though, right?
All-time
yeah.
highs in May.
Right?
The best is yet to come.
I mean, Bitcoin all-time high in May is live. It's non-zero.
Is that on the-
Bessent said, time for China to. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, I just saw the time. Let's talk about Rect a little bit, boys.
Yes.
Before we get into this, this giveaway stuff. The code today, just quickly speaking of Rect, is Rect. So rafflebot.xyz. Rafflebot.xyz. The code is Rect. REKT. Go to yeet.com, sign up. And make sure that you've placed, a prediction on there and all that good stuff, yada yada yada. And you'll not prediction, put a bet on. And you'll be able to join the giveaway later today. Ovi, it's a big day for you. Tell us more. Abstract, Apple, let's go.
It's a big day. It's a big day. Abstract Apple launching in just over 2 hours now, I think. It's 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. British summer time. So we're launching drinks. They're going to be available. They're available for sale globally, but if you're outside the UK, EU, or US, shipping is a bit more expensive just because we don't have the distribution rails there yet in place. But yeah, just make sure you're signed up on rewards.recdrinks.com if you want to earn your points from it. You're going to be able to earn some abstract XP from each purchase. You'll earn drank points from each purchase. There's an NFT I made the other day, which you'll get with each purchase as well. And yeah, we have all the drinks manufactured, ready, all boxed and ready to ship in the warehouses. So it's not like one of those, let me buy this product now and I'll get it in like 6 months or whatever. They're all going to be ready to be shipped in pretty fast time. So let's see. I think last time when we did the drinks in October, the US sold out in under 4 hours, and
Wow.
the stock sold out globally in just under 48 hours.
Wow.
We have a similar amount of supply this time, but I think the engagement has probably been like 3 to 5 times higher, just because the abstract community is like so mental. And last time it was just our rec community. I think we have other people who missed out last time who are getting involved this time. So on paper, I think it should sell out a lot faster, but obviously you never know until something happens. So so we'll see. But yeah, we're here in the Rect/Canary HQ right now, and just putting together the final pieces of this drop.
It was crazy last time. You guys sold out quick, and then is there's gonna be the abstract piece, or are they gonna get like rec coins for buying the drinks like last time?
Yeah, I mean you can see what happened last time. Last time people got drank points, and then those drank points converted into rect coins.
Yeah.
So this time you're going to get drank points, and you're also going to get abstract XP as well.
So there's a prediction that's live. We went live before the show. How long will Rec Drinks abstract Apple launch take to sell out globally? And it looks like right now, 22% of the people think 5 to 12 hours. 22% think 1 to 4 hours, under an hour 20%. Wow, this is like pretty even right now.
It's
What are
pretty
you
even.
guys' prediction, guys? Like, what are we predicting here, Ovi? Like, I'll hear you out first. Like, what do you think?
I do think the US will sell out in under an hour. I think the US is going to go really fast. I actually think last time we got held up a little bit by UK and Europe, I actually think those will go fast this time too. I would love to see a sellout in under 24 hours. That's like kind of like my secret hope. If we do that, I think that's a really amazing achievement. And you know, we did it the first time. You know, there's a question of, are you just a one-hit wonder? Can you repeat it? Can you keep doing it? And how do you make it different? So that's what we've been working on, and that's what we are still working on with the other stuff we have coming up. But my guess, if I had to bet on this market, I would bet 13 to 24 hours. That would be my guess. But again, like,
Ooh.
who knows? Who knows?
Okay. Tyler, what do you got?
I think Ovi's spot on with his analysis. I'm worried about Europe. Folks, that they're out having their cigarette, they're having their evening coffee.
I think I took home quite a lot of the European order last time. Fucking half my backyard is rec drinks.
Probably 5 to 12 hours. Though I would not be surprised if it's 1 to 4. Under 1 for Europe seems big. It's possible.
Let's see if Europe shows up this time around. Mando, what's your call?
I don't know. Like this, I was saying to Obi before, like this Dubai event feels bigger than any other event we've ever done, and we didn't even do our own event, right? Like normally it's like, oh, the rec show, and it'll be attached to that. But this one feels like, wow, okay, you've really got Web3 Red Bull here, or like a potential for it. So I'm bullish. I am bullish. If I don't, you know, if it was all US, I think it would go very quickly. But yeah, it is Europe. I'm going to say 1 to 4 hours, though. I'm going to say 1 to 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
1 to 4 hours. Wow.
Yo,
Yeah.
did you guys just see the market pump on 13 to 24 hours because Ovi said so? It went from 16% to 23% live. It was the worst, like literally just because you said that. All right, so Tyler,
I'd love it if it wasn't that.
So you got 13 to 24. Mando's got 1 to 4. Tyler, you said 13 to 24 as well.
No, I said 5 to 12.
5 to 12. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go. Fuck, the problem is Europe, man. Like, Europe. Is there as many cans available to Europe as last time?
Just go under 1 hour. Just go under 1 hour. This could be
under an hour. Under an hour, blowout. Let's fucking go. Big blowout. I mean, look at Rect. Rect is up 350% from the lows. You absolutely love to see it. I mean, the whole team is working in the background. You absolutely love to see that. Everybody head over to rectdrinks.com. And that's going live in exactly 2 hours from now. We're going to blow it out of the water. All right. I feel it. I tasted it. And it's fucking good, man. The abstract apple is amazing. I had it. I tried it with vodka. I don't like vodka, but I tried it with vodka too, by the way. It tastes really good. So, because the other one's better with tequila. The abstract apple goes well with vodka. I don't know if you guys are big vodka people. I mean, if you're over 18 or 21 in America, but you know, it's a nice little mix. There's some Mando opening a can yesterday on the show. It's good. Abstract apple. Check it out. It's gonna be good. All right. Well, Ovi, was there anything else rec related you want to share?
No, just the only thing I would say is if you're a supporter of it, just get like all your friends and family to buy Rec. Last time we had 50% of sales that were from non-crypto people.
Wow.
And I think that's just because Rec guys got all their friends and family to buy drinks and they couldn't be bothered to explain the rewards thing. So people went onto recdrinks.com and just bought drinks, just like you would on any Shopify store. So just do yourself, like just one person, get one person to go on recdrinks.com and buy some drinks. That makes a huge difference. You'd be surprised at how much of a difference that makes. So I mentioned that in our critical meeting yesterday. I'd really, really encourage people to do that. If you just, you know, want to support, do that. And I think it will make a huge difference. So yeah.
You heard it here. Get your wife's boyfriend to order some rec drinks.
Yeah.
You absolutely love to see that. It's good. It's worth it. Ovi has a goal, right? Your goal is sell 1 million cans on the first year. So if you sell this out, when you sell this out under an hour, what are you gonna be at?
I'll be almost halfway there. I'm gonna be at 44% of the way there.
Wow. Okay. And then I saw you got a couple other flavors coming up.
We've got some more stuff coming out.
We've
What
got
are
to
you
run
eating?
to
Coming out.
we've got to run to the Rec Guy show, by the way. So Rec Radio, because it's right after this.
I am.
Oh, is it?
gotta
All right, all right, you guys go. We can do the giveaway. Let's select the winner. The code was wrecked.
Good luck,
We just
sir.
got some money in the Yeet account. Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck, Obi. All right, let's give some money away. Let's give someone some money. Higher gas fee. What kind of username is that? Higher gas fee. Congratulations. That's so funny. That is so funny. What a username. Higher gas fee. Congratulations. There he is. That's such a funny username, Matt. What up, Higher gas fee? How you doing? Can you hear me? Out there on stage though, but I don't know if they can hear me.
How's it going, guys? Good morning.
Yo, you good?
Yeah.
That's a funny ass username. No, we're chilling. Should we play some Lamb Chop today? It's been a while. What are you thinking, Tyler?
That takes a lot of interaction. Are you watching us on stream?
Oh, are you watching us? You're on audio.
No, I'm watching the streaming.
Oh, you're watching. Okay, sick. So let's do Lamb Chop. What do we think? Lamb Chop, Risky Click. What do you prefer? You did a few more than me after I left Tyler for a couple of weeks. Like, what was the easiest?
Risky Click's not bad.
All right, let's do Risky Click. That one's fun. All right, so you know the rules. Higher gas fee, probably. Listen, you already made $500. That's for sure. So congrats. You've already made $500. So you have $500 to gamble with. We're going to do 2 rounds of $250 each. So the first round is $250. You have to pick any of the 9 first tiles, right? There's the multipliers on each tile, and that's the multiplier to your initial $250. And then, we just keep going until you either want to cash out or until you lose. But one thing's for sure, we owe you $500 today. So anyways, you're watching the stream. That's perfect. Why don't you select one of the first tiles? So 1 being the smallest one and 9 being the biggest one.
All right, so I need to choose 2 options, right?
You pick one option for now.
Oh, one option would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So this one, 175x?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Land tokens for yield.
Oh, I got it.
Let's fucking go. Big one. Holy shit.
Yes.
All right, so your $250 is now $437. You can 1, choose to keep going and pick another tile. 2, cash it out. Do you still keep going?
All right. Yeah.
It bugs.
Pick
for
a
some
number
reason.
between 1 and 10.
All right, pick a number.
6. Let's do 6.
2x. Ooh, buy a Trump coin. Uh-oh. Buy a Trump coin.
Oh, right.
Oh, you got rugged. All right, brother. Well, it's okay because oh, wow, look at these. Wow, the 2.5x would have been a green. That's crazy. All right, well, look. You already have $500, and guess what? Stay here because you get another shot. So pick another number. Now you start over from 1 to 9.
Oh, shit. Let's do 3.
All right, so 1.4x mint on art blocks. Ooh, take me back.
Used to be safe.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Let's
fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right, so your 250 is 350. You can keep going and cash it out.
7.
Let's keep going. So 2.5x, send Bitcoin for pizza.
Yeah.
Is this your final answer?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I like this guy. I really hope you win because I fuck with you. I fuck with that. Let's see it. Yeah! Come on!
That's it.
Yeah. All right, you're at $875. Do you want to keep going? Come on.
Let's cash out, man.
Let's cash it out. I respect it. So 500. So you've made 1375 today. So
Not
let's
bad.
cash you out. Congratulations. You have been cashed out. So how do we see what would have won? Oh wow. Oh wow. 1.2, 1.4, 2x. 3. That was a good mint. Anyways, 875 plus that $500. I believe it's like 1375 if my math is right. So congratulations. You won $1,300 today dollars on the show. God, that was fun. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. All right. Well, with that, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Remember, recdrinks.com. Go get your drinks. Tyler, you have a code for that? I don't have one. So you Tyler. Use the code Tyler.
Tyler, yeah.
There you go. Recdrinks.com/Tyler. Use Tyler's code. He's been a proper rec chill. Like he's been making the best cases for it. So make sure you use your code. And with that, so tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, same time, same place. Peace out.